The greatest feeling in the world was holding my own gun. I'm hypertensive, but all my decisions been wholesome. My independence had me flipping on siblings I stole from. Said I'm just big and loud. Well, £1/2 pound is my silent treatment. I punched out plugs I could've stopped from eating. Jackie Gleason on the TV while his mama's sleeping. That plate was made, or he got that chick filleted like she Polynesian.
The fucking niggas do to me though. So I stand there blinded while my jewelry glow.
Again, we was shopping that shit to all the labels. That shit,
right.
We packaged that shit. Right, exactly.
B-side of Hustling.
We purposely put Broken Language on the B-side of Hustling when Profile came into the picture. They was like, yo, you know, we'll let you stay you. We'll let y'all put out whatever y'all feel is the strongest record y'all want to put out, and we won't change nothing. So they was a small label, but they had major distribution. Mm-hmm. So while the majors was booming, then here come this little independent label. Boom! Record just took the fuck off. You know, and thanks to, it was a lot of DJs that helped. Craig G, Stretch and Bobito, Red Alert, yeah, you know.
Bugsy, yeah, all of them.
I don't think it's not a DJ that didn't play that.
I was about to say,
well, I mean, it had
the name of the DJs who didn't play.
Well, I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you, at the beginning, nah, it wasn't like that. I'm telling you.
When it picked up steam, that's when they start snatching.
The Broken Language, now they said, oh, this shit is dope. But again, you gotta remember, radio, they didn't know what the fuck to do with it. We were saying too much wild shit to even think it'd be on the radio.
The cross-breaking Bible ripper.
Come on, man. Come on. I mean, we saying the most worst shit ever. You know what I mean?
But we were trying to say the most worst shit ever.
Yeah, we purposely was saying the most worst shit ever.
Worst shit at that time.
So when y'all recorded the record, y'all was in the studio together.
Yeah, we was together.
So was y'all in the booth together, going back and forth, or was it
well,
like yo, you go
he'd
eight,
go
he
in,
go eight,
then I go in. But the booth was big enough. I mean, it was moments where we was in there together, sparring it up. Yeah, the booth was big enough for us to do that. But we knew prior to going down to the studio where he would leave off, where I would pick up, where, you know, we was already trading dialogue. So just going in, after he would lay his verse, we would listen, and then I know I'm going in next, but if I need to change something or I want to add something or whatever. So it was just like just doing, you know, like building a house. You know what I'm saying? But I trust his craft and he trusts my craft. And that shit just worked. And again, when we heard it, we was like, oh, this shit is crazy.
What's the like craziest thing that happened post Broken Language coming out? Whether it's at a show, whether it's at another studio session, at a club, like what's the craziest shit that happened after the success of that record?
Oh, after the
for me doing shows in the UK with 3.4 million people.
What?
Yeah, 4 million people, 5 million people. I was doing shows in front of the Eiffel Tower with Jean-Michel Jarre. One of the biggest musicians in the UK. Yeah. You know, so those were some good moments for me through. We had a hell of a good, I mean,
we had a great run.
But those were like royalty moments because his family is in royalty.
Right.
Things like that, you know, just
he was a hip hop fanatic.
To be out there, to stay out in the Buckingham Palace, to stay in all them places like that.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Brownsville, Brooklyn niggas up in Buckingham Palace.
Yeah. Oh man, we done tore up London. We done, man.
I'm sure y'all was all like across seasons.
We did every country you could think of, like especially as far as in the UK. And stuff. I mean,
was it times y'all was Dolo? And you had to perform the record and Smooth wasn't there?
Yeah, I did. I've done that.
You did Broken Language by yourself the whole
record. Wow. And the whole record. People be looking at me like yo, like, are you crazy? Even one time, even our own team, like it was about a couple of years back, probably about 3 years back, we did a show, and Ice, it was like, yo, you gotta do Broken Language, and me and Brady was there, and I'm like, oh man, Smoothe ain't here. And they like, well, people like, well, I'm gonna do Smoothe part. And I'm like, nah. I'm like, I got it. Yeah, I'm like, I got it.
Do that shit.
And so Mickey Benson, he like, don't mess up, Trig. I'm like, mess up. I'm like, all right. So I get up there, I do the whole song through. But when I almost finished, I turn and look, and they all just staring at me like,
Wouldn't believe it.
yeah, like, dude, it was a moment for me, because when I turned and looked, my whole team was just looking like, they couldn't believe it. Usually they say the song, you know?
Did you ever do that, Smoothe?
Well, yeah, it's been places where I've, been in the spot and got called to the stage or some shit like that. But, we be keeping shit in the stash. We got a bunch of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So we,
the follow-up.
We keep a bunch of that shit.
The follow-up, My Brother, My Ace.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Definitely another record that I said I just wanted to kind of show the love between me and my brother.
Right.
Right. And just play on, verbal gymnastics.
Right.
We was the first to do forwards and backwards. We was throwing each other. Like I throw him a line, he'll say it backwards to me. I throw it back to him, he'll say another line backwards to me, and we'll close out the show.
Right.
You can see that on Broken Language.
Y'all spit the whole verse forward and then spit the whole verse backwards.
Yeah, on my brother, I think we closed it. DR period DR. We are all we, no doubt. No. Y'all see nigga see y'all.
You know what's crazy?
Hold on.
Yo, that was crazy, bro.
Pop,
They was the first to do it.
Pop, please.
They was the first to do it. First.
Y'all trying to moonwalk past extraordinary shit. Another question. We're not doing that.
No, you know what's crazy is that Joyner Lucas, shout out to Joyner Lucas. He's like one of my favorite artists right now.
All right.
He just did a record not too long ago like that.
Dope.
But there's other artists after you guys, like Eminem and Nas.
Right.
Like, so it just goes to show the influence y'all had.
Absolutely.
But y'all not being named and people not knowing this.
Yeah. Right,
Y'all are the creators of that backward flow.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, look.
Even down to the Smoothe did Why before Jadakiss.
Yeah.
On Smooth first album, he got a record called The Question Is Why. The answer, Food for Thought.
Absolutely.
And Kiss came out with Why.
Right.
So do you think, you know what I mean? Like
that
influence came from that?
Absolutely influence. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we all in the same realm, right? Mm-hmm. Jadakiss ain't too big to hear Smoothe the Hustler or like some shit.
Nah, let's just be real.
Smoothe the Hustler ain't too big to hear something from Jadakiss. And like it.
But they road manager used to tell us all the time, X ride the whole tour with Smoothe album in the deck. Mm-hmm. Like he don't want nobody taking it out. And this was something like they used to tell me, because I used to go and pop up at their video shoots and stuff like that. Rough Riders had their video shoots. I'll pop up there and go on the set, be on the bus or whatever like that with them. And they used to always tell me that. They'd be like, oh, nah, X stay with Smoothe shit in the whole
That's
tour.
a love.
It's all around. Look around you, man. You can find inspiration. You can find discouragement. It all depends on you. Perception is everything. Some people just hear another song. Some people hear the greatest. A nigga used to have no chill. Nowadays I bump side A. Traffic going bumper to bumper, stuck on the highway.